Hey there again, it's me, Libby Stewart with RV Cooking Yet, and this is Salad Week on RV Cooking Yet. So today we're going to make a chicken salad. It's one of my favorites to do, and always kind of gets rave reviews, and so I just want to show you just how easy it is to do so that you can enjoy it too. We're going to start out by putting our chicken in an Instapot. I use an Instapot quite a bit in the RV, and so that's what we're going to do. So here we go. So I'm just going to show you. It's my Instapot. I've already washed these chicken breasts, and I haven't seasoned them yet, but I'm going to. So now you can see I have 3 good-sized chicken breasts in there. The only thing I'm going to put on the chicken breast is a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to put about a cup of water in there just so they don't end up sticking to the bottom. Give me just a second. I'm actually preparing for another meal, and I thought, well, this is a good time to go ahead and get my chicken ready for this meal. So all right, so I'm gonna put just about, you can see it, about a cup of water or so in there. All right, I'm gonna put my pressure cooker lid on my Instapot. The Instapot that I have actually has, I can use it as a pressure cooker, I can use it as a slow cooker, and I have the air fryer lid for it, so I can use it as an air fryer. So it's very handy to have in the camper because it doesn't take up much space, and there are a lot of things I can do with it. All right, so I am going to set my Instapot on the meat setting. Actually, that's probably a little too long. I only want it for about half of that. I only want to cook it for about 15 minutes, and that will be plenty. So we're going to let it cook for 15 minutes. The pressure will build up in there and will help it cook. And so once that is cooked, we'll be back. Okay, so our chicken is done, and I'll just show you. See there? So all done. So now what we need to do is we need to get it into a bowl, and we just need to shred it apart. So that's what we're going to do right now. And we ended up with some nice chicken broth in there as well. And so we're gonna reserve that chicken broth, and we'll use it again in another recipe. I like to freeze chicken broth and just use it again for soups or for any other recipe that might call for chicken stock. So, okay, so hold on just a second. I'm gonna put this phone on a stand so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my chicken in a bowl, and I'm just gonna use these little shredders to just tear it apart into little bitty pieces. Shred it really good. The chicken is really hot, and so that's why I'm not doing it with my fingers. If I had allowed the chicken to cool off all the way, then I would probably just do this with my fingers, just kind of diced up really good or shredded up really good. I think I'm gonna have to get a smaller fork to get in this bowl. These are really good shredders, but they're not really made for a bowl that small, so I'll just grab a couple forks here. Do it with that. So we can get it into really small pieces. Now, I am a fan of chicken salad. I love chicken salad. This particular recipe, I had someone say to me one time, "Oh, so you know the copycat recipe for chicken salad chicks recipe?" Well, actually, no, I don't. This recipe I had long before Chicken Salad Chick was ever a business. Actually, this recipe, I don't have the exact recipe from this place, but I copycatted, kind of tried to figure out. I probably ate there a million times just trying to figure out exactly what the recipe was. But it was a little place in Columbus, Georgia. If you're from Columbus, you'll know exactly where I'm talking about. It was called the Yogurt Shop. And back in the 90s when we lived there, they had the best chicken salad I had ever tasted in my life. And so I would just make special trips there to get their chicken salad. And then we moved from there in the late 90s. In 99, we moved away from Columbus, and I couldn't get their chicken salad anymore. So I had to come up with a way to try to make it on my own, and that's where this recipe came from. It is a lot like, it does taste a lot like some of the salads that Chicken Salad Chick offers, and I love their chicken salad, but I did not get this recipe from them. So just to make that clear. All right, so we have our chicken shredded up pretty good, and so give me just a minute. I'm gonna get a few things together. I'll be right back and we'll finish this salad up. Okay, we're back, and we are making a chicken salad recipe today. And so we have our chicken cooked and shredded, and now we're gonna finish it up. So here we go. I'm just gonna turn this so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. I feel like I need this bowl up a little bit, but I can show you this way. So our chicken is shredded. I went through and made sure that I had gotten all the gristle out and any little, pieces that just aren't pretty. So it's all ready for the rest of the recipe now. So we're gonna add about 3/4 of a cup of chopped pecans. You can use any kind of nuts that you like. We just, in this house, we like pecans. Now, do you say pecans or pecans, or how do you pronounce it? We always, that's the discussion in our house, but it depends on what I'm making. If I'm making chicken salad, it's pecans. If I'm making a pie, it's a pecan pie. So I don't know, same nut, different pronunciation. I'm gonna add just a little bit of dill pickle relish. You could use sweet. I prefer dill. My house, my salad, my preference. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the rest of that in there. And if you're wondering how much that is, it's probably a little more than half a cup. Okay, next we're gonna add some dried cranberries. Again, you could add other fruit to this. I have done it with grapes. I have done it with chopped apples. I've used pineapple before, and all of those work good. Sometimes I'll use a combination of fruits in this salad. All right, next we're going to add about a cup of mayonnaise. Sometimes it takes a little more, sometimes a little less. You just kind of have to eyeball that, and that's because the chicken will kind of suck that mayonnaise right up, And so you just have to eyeball it. That's all I can tell you. Because sometimes it'll come out really dry if you only use a cup. Okay, so next we're going to use dry ranch dressing mix. This one that I'm using, I'd used part of it for another recipe, but this one actually is a spicy ranch dressing mix. So it'll have just a little bit of heat in it, not too much. I'm going to put the rest of that packet in there. And then we have Everglades seasoning here in Florida, and I use this all the time. I go through a ton of it. I use it in almost every recipe. So let's not change things. Let's just keep, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Okay, now we're just gonna give that a really good stir. And now I can already tell as I'm stirring that I don't have nearly enough mayonnaise in here. That is gonna be, it's gonna be dry. So what I'm gonna do is add a little bit more mayonnaise. Now what you can also do here, if you don't want it to have too much mayonnaise in it, you can add a little bit of your broth back to it, and that will help. I'm almost on the end of this thing of mayonnaise, and I was hoping not to have to open another jar of mayonnaise. So hopefully we can make this work. I still have some broth in here, so if that's not enough, we'll just add a little bit of broth to it. All right, that looks perfect. All right, so let me grab a fork. We'll give it a taste test and see. Get a cranberry on there. It's delicious, but it needs a little bit more of this Everglades. Ooh, that's good. Man, you feel a little bit of the heat on the backside, and that is really good. Wow. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, well, we are going fishing, and we're taking this with us on the boat. So we hope the fish are biting today, because we're going to be biting today, and hope y'all have fun. Hope you will try out this recipe. Hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please like this video and please share it and help us to spread, to grow our little page that we have going here. All right, y'all, be blessed.